'Twas the night before Christmas, yeah! And in the apartment so snug, not a creature was stirring, not even a bug. The stockings were hung by the window with care, in hopes that Macho Santa would soon be there. The neighbors were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of elbow drops danced in their heads. And I in my hoodie, and Mama in her cap, had just settled down for a long winter's nap, when out in the hallway there arose such a clatter, I sprang from my couch to see what was the matter. Away to the peephole I flew like a flash, tore open a door, and threw up in the trash. The moon on the doormat with a soft, gentle glow gave a luster of midday to the objects below. When what to my wondering eye did appear? But a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer. With a bolt over driver so lovely and keen, I knew in a moment it must be Macho Santa on the scene. More rapid than eagles, his coursers they came, and whistled and shouted and called him by name. Now Hogan, now Warrior, now DDP and Sting, on Piper, on Flair, on Bert Hart and The Rock. To the top of the rooftop, to the top of the wall. Now dash away, dash away, dash away all. There's furniture that shifts when you rearrange, when they meet with an obstacle, how they exchange. So up to the rooftop, the coursers they flew, with a sleigh full of goodies and Macho Santa too. And then in a twinkling, I heard on the roof the stomping and thumping of each sturdy hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, through the window Macho Santa came abound. He was dressed in red spandex, from his head to his boot, and his clothes were adorned with a glitter that did shoot. A bundle of gifts he had flung on his back, and he looked like a wrestler ready to attack. His eyes how they twinkled, his muscles how merry. His cheeks were like thunder, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. He had a broad face and a chest full of might that shook when he laughed. Oh, what a sight! He was burly and bold, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him, in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a flex of his bicep soon gave me to know I was in for a surprise, yep. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, filling the stockings with joy, then turned with a jerk. And laying his finger aside of his nose and giving a nod, to the rooftop he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a shout, and away they all flew like a wrestling bout. But I heard him exclaim, as he flew out of sight, "Oh, yeah! Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good fight!" Eat your heart out, dudesy.
The results were otherwise. Unremarkable.
Ayo, what's going on, gang? Welcome back to the speakeasy. This is the depressing Christmas with Dad during the divorce. Listen, I'm just trying to hold things together. You know what I mean? We're stuck up in my apartment. I got you a couple gifts. They're all from the gas station. I'm trying my hardest. Okay, your mom can't afford you. I can't. Let me make this work. Anyway. Yeah, man. Hey, look, this is the Christmas episode. This is what we got. We got us some Black Santa. We got what we got is Abuelita Chocolate. We got some hot chocolate and some brandy. You're a fine girl. We're what are we calling this? The sailor's wife. Calling it the sailor's wife. It's hot chocolate and brandy. It's delightful. I'm running low already, but you know, that's hey, when you discover something good, you know. You guys got the butt end. of the recording here. I've been trying for a minute, but you know, I'm at the ass end of my drink, and you know, at one point we're gonna have to stop to refill, pause for edit. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, this is the Christmas app. Look, if you're not fucking with some George Michael, some Wham, and some Michael Bublé and Shania Twain, and some Cookin' Souls produced MF Doom album Christmas, fuck yourself. That's that. I firmly believe that. If you don't like, listen, if you don't like Christmas music, you know, to each his own. But it's gonna be a long month because I'm gonna be playing this shit what feels like year round, and that's just how it's gonna go. We would have had Nick on. I would have preferred that, or we might have to wait until next year. Listen, notoriety. We might have notoriety by next year. He's got a court case going on with the Supreme Court. Okay, kind of a big deal. All right, something about forced labor. I don't know, some bullshit. I'm sure he's fighting it. I hope he's bombing in court right now. Ugh. Don't say that. I gotta avoid the terms mixing up. You know what I mean? Blow my fucking head off if I say you know what I mean too many times, because the last episode was a god awful mess. I'm gonna paint that curtain with my head. Just don't let it happen. That's your. This is you. That's for you. You're gonna do that. I don't know. I make jokes where I shouldn't. You know, it's like laughing in church. And sometimes you don't kick it because you're still a child at 30 years old. You know what I mean? It's god damn it. Beep. Yeah, I got I make people nervous about that, like at airports and shit, when I make bomb jokes. I know you shouldn't do it, but you know, I like making people nervous. It's fun for me, you know? I don't know. Last time I fucked up at the airport was my very own doing. I took 70 milligrams. I took edibles before my flight, and yeah, I got that was the first time I got stopped by Homeland Security. I got stopped twice. Same guy. I got stopped twice. The first time didn't really like me that much. I get it. You know, at first glance, not that great. But I packed military style. He wanted me to undo all my shit. I'm high as fucking all get out. And yeah, it was I don't know if you've ever tried to repack a fucking rolled up towel into a mostly packed backpack. It wasn't a luggage carry on. It wasn't a gym bag. It was a backpack. You son of a bitch. Twice. I should know his name by now. I should know him on a first name basis by now. Maybe not him. I've seen too many people. Maybe you stop too many people. I'm a fucking dumb high ass white kid. Why would you remember me? Nah, you should remember me. I'm pretty memorable. You know what I mean? I'm up there, dude. I'm up there. I'm pretty close to Nick. Not a lot of people have had him on their podcasts. It was in the talks. Listen, it wasn't in the cards for us. We almost had it. It was almost on. It was almost a deal. And yeah, like I said, maybe next year, you know. It's not Black Santa. That's not real Santa. He's German. Santa's German. I don't know if you know this or not. Black German Santa, twice as dangerous. What kind of sports would black German Santa fuck up? Not cricket. Not cricket. Cricket, the English should not be allowed to celebrate Christmas. Rugby? Do Germans play rugby? You fuck up a court or whatever that weird ass field is called. I think you do good.
Probably
a black
dominates soccer, I think.
black German. Well, yeah, but I want to go. I don't want to think about boring sports. Soccer's fucking gay. Soccer's gay. And that's most of the world I just pissed off right now. I don't care. Soccer is stupid. It's what I did in the second grade. And that's when you have the cardio for that. If you have cardio at 40 years old to run a field and you're not fist fighting people, fucking piss up a rope, man. I don't care about it. What kind of stupid sport is that? Get into the slap. Get into that slap boxing, whatever that shit's called. Dana White started that shit. I remember a long time ago it wasn't that long ago, but we were watching fights and the old Bags brother was like he was like, "Hey, what's because we found out about the new edition of Monsters that had booze in it, and he's like, where's the alcoholic monster at?" And I was like, I don't think Dana's fighting tonight. If the guy trains with his wife, that's love. Okay? you've never seen you've never seen a happily married couple spar before? What a fucking loser, dude. What a fucking gaybo. Oh my goodness. I don't know if Mrs. Claus is hot. What do you think Mrs. Claus is looking like? Because I mean, listen, he's a big dude, but he lives on the pole. You'd be big too, dude. It's a safety, it's a health issue. You gotta have that thick skin, to live on the pole. Half of you pussies couldn't do it. You're too skinny. Okay? Fucking my boy Nicky out there in the snow just chopping logs down, you know. The reindeer and the elves are fucking terrified, just watching them sweat into the snow. It's just melting all around them. Mrs. Claus watching from the window, just sliding through the halls, just fucking slipping around. Nothing makes her hotter than watching my boy Nicky look the elves in the eyes and wah, you know. You gotta show them repercussions. They tried to conspire. What do you want him to do? You want him to not show them that he could take 100 of them? That's exactly what I'd be doing. Show him consequence immediately. Kick one of them down right in the chest. Just stomp. Like Rogan would do. Put him down. You could probably kick an elf through an elf. They gotta be, how tall are these fucking guys? Like 2.5 feet? They're not like traditional dwarfs. I don't know if you guys know this. And this is growth. This is personal growth of mine. Calling them that. Because they're not midgets. They're they're fucking dwarfs or lesser than. They are nothings. Not as in people. They're just tiny, They're just tiny fucking people. Between 2 and 4 feet tall. So 3 feet tall.
Yeah.
What kind of bullshit was that? We're not going to call it 68 inches. We're not going to call it 70 inches. It was somewhere in between.
Not all humans are 5 feet.
Okay, but you don't call them between 4 and 6. Are you just defending your height now? I feel like that's what you're doing because I don't remember what yours is. 5'4", 5.
Hey.
5'10", 5, whatever. Yeah, private information. Listen, I'm 6 foot.
5'11 and 3/4.
At 6. In America, how we do things here, we're not measuring by centimeters, honey. Let me tell you something. We're going by the foot. That's why they call it fruit by the foot. And not by the inches, because if they did, then people would have started measuring their penises a lot sooner. I would never do that, by the way. I don't want to. I've never measured my dick, and I won't. I don't care. I don't need to be any more humbled than I already am. Listen, this is as humble as you're gonna get me. I can get softer. I can get smaller. I won't get humbler. I won't do it because I can't afford to. You see, it's as if I'm from the pole. Okay, I don't need any extra measurements. I don't need to know. Listen, I'm a 34 on the pants. I'm a large on the shirt. Okay, I don't really think that socks size is a thing. It is child and adult. It is child and woman and man, and those are the sizes. If you're size 14, crumbs, you're a clown. And there's a clown size now. Listen, we broaden our horizons, but we're not going to be pussies about the size. 14? A men's 14? Clown. That is Pennywise size, and that's what we're going to call it. And it's fine by me. Elf size. Children's. You know? They got baby socks. I don't even think they should have baby socks. Why are we putting babies in socks other than to not, cut your skin? The nails on babies freak me right the fuck out. That we put mittens on babies not because it's adorable, but because they will cut their own skin. Metal. Honestly, that's pretty sick, dude. It's pretty cool, but I don't want to address, because ever since I've addressed it, dude, it has really bothered me. Really fucking bothered me. Our nails aren't weapons. I mean, maybe at a Waffle House, but you know what? Maybe if he's forcefully taking the kids away. But you don't use, unless you're a fucking absolute pussy, don't use nails as a weapon. Oh my God. And clerical workers for sure. These fucking, 4-inch long nail having bitches. You know what? Do it. I'd love to see you try and claw somebody up because you're just going to peel it from the base. It's going to, yeah. It's going to be a whole traumatizing thing for you. And I'd honestly love to see it. I'd love to see that shit. Humbling moment, if anything, for you. And what a grotesque, weird, painful, humbling moment for you. You just, your fucking nail is gone. Oh. You love to see it sometimes, somebody just gets ahead of themselves. They think they're being the shit real quick, they think they're gonna fuck some shit up with their faux pas fucking glued on dummy plastics nails. Hubris. His glue wore down when he flew too close to the sun or whatever the fuck it was. Same for you bitches. I won't say a race. You know who you are. Can you not think of which one it is? I could tell you, but I think it'd ruin the whole joke. Okay. I'm sorry. Yeah. I love you too. Okay. I just been alerted by our lawyers that I meant Greek. I meant Greek. I know these races. Icarus, not hubris. I'm a learning man. I'm able to admit when I'm wrong. And that's, listen, I feel like I'm a little bit of a role model, at least to myself, because of this. I know good and gosh darn well what Icarus is. I don't mean to offend any of the Greek community or Roman. I don't know what you are. I'm not on the phone with them anymore. They cannot tell me. The long nails Okay. So again, I'm an uninformed white man. I'm gonna move this a little bit of stage etiquette. Well, and again, I'm not meaning to bring any shit to light here. I'm not meaning to talk any shit. When you have the acrylic nails, the long nails, how do you know? And dry humor question, I understand. It's not what it that's not what I mean by it. How do you wipe with the long nails?
What do you mean? How do you wipe?
How do you when you have the long acrylic nails, how do you wipe? Like, is it you just you hold the and hope that no nail catches the aftermath of what you missed?
Yeah, you hold it flat. You're not clawing at your asshole. You just hold it flat.
Okay, when men do it, we we do this motion, and then I've over time I figured out how we have the excess over here. I can fold as I'm wiping and then go back in.
Oh my.
You can't do that. You can't do that with long nails. I'd be scared of catching shit over here when I'm folding here. You understand? That's it. This you wipe the same.
Yeah,
They wipe the same.
just hold your hand flat.
You've never had nails that long. You don't know. You don't know. I appreciate that you have heard something, but no. No, 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 no. No, no, we're gonna have to have an interview go on while some clerical workers wiping her ass. I'm gonna interview some bitch in the stall. And it's gonna be a whole thing. Oprah, do it so that I don't have to. Please do it. Oprah, tell somebody's asshole to write you a letter and then never mail it so that they can get their feelings out without having to inflict that punishment upon you. Fuck Oprah. I'll say it. I do not care for Oprah. I don't think she's ever listen, this is episode 2. Back to episode 2. I don't believe you. I don't think that you mean you're good doing. I don't think any of that shit. I think I think that you I think that you wanted to be Black Santa and you just put shit under people's seats, whether they asked for it or not, and they went fucking ballistic no matter what it was. Wholeheartedly, I think that is what happened. You tried to be Santa's little helper and you couldn't fucking make the cut because it was fucking makeup that had people break out skin wise, not closet wise. A lot of people came out on Oprah, I'm sure. A lot of lesbians, a lot of gays. You know, God damn, that is delightful. Again, Sailor's Wife. We're coining that right now. Brandy and hot chocolate. Hopefully, you're using the right hot chocolate. Use the Mexican hot chocolate because it's got cinnamon notes in there and all. I would describe the Mexican hot chocolate in the same way that an actual booze connoisseur would describe a good brandy. I just like brandy. I just like this shit. E&J, shout out. Shout out, E&J. Listen, we need a sponsor. And I have vouched for you longer than anyone. But if you put a fat kid at all in front of the Mexican hot chocolate, they're gonna be like, I got notes of cinnamon. I got anything that you would expect from a wine connoisseur. They got. They're like, I got rosemary in here. I got fucking
Sounds like a terrible
all
hot
of
chocolate.
this and
Rosemary.
that. Bro, I don't fucking know spices, lady. I hate to be that guy, but spices. I don't know spices. You asking me what slappy mama tastes like? Fine. Rosemary, cumin. I don't know these fucking things. Maybe cumin and hot chocolate. No?
Oh.
No. Okay, no. That's a no. We're gonna fucking put that down, put the fucking cumin. It looks like I wrote coming. I'm a coming to town, baby. You gotta put a fucking image of seagulls over my laugh. Anyway, do's and don'ts. Christmas wise, eggnog. Fuck you. You like eggnog?
Oh yeah.
Fuck eggnog. You're wrong. And you're allowed to be wrong. That's a human function to be wrong. Eggnog. I love you. Fuck you. You're wrong. You're fucking wrong with eggnog. I don't need. Listen, I'm not a huge rum drinker as is. I don't need to put spiced rum in my fucking eggy. Is there actual eggs in eggnog?
Yes.
There is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thanks for not laughing at me. They're milky shit. I'll call it milky shit. Whatever that is. Whatever eggnog is. The expiration date's a lot fucking sooner than your gallon of milk. No matter if you live in Flint, Michigan or not. Good Lord. Wisconsin, back to episode 2. Wisconsin, your expiration dates on milk are fucking far out. What the hippies would call far out, dude. You got good expiration dates on that shit. Nah, fuck eggnog. What's another Christmas thing? I'd love to get into, and maybe next year we'll get into the other traditions. But as of right now, all we know is Christmas. Listen, I'm a white guy, an American. All I know is Christmas. She's a Native American, which by default, all she knows is Christmas. What's another Christmas gingerbread houses? I mean, it's like playing Monopoly with your family. Are you trying to scream at a sibling because they shook the table? Gingerbread houses will ruin a relationship. We do pretty well, I think, because we're on those construction sites, dude. You got a typical white American that's old fashioned and thinks that he's 45, and a Mexican gal. So we know construction. We don't we don't argue when we're building gingerbread houses. We just critique each other's etiquette on building a house.
That's never gonna hold.
Decorate gingerbread houses. Yeah, I mean, listen, decorate as for decorating, I'm dog shit. I'm terrible. I'm like, listen, this side needs a window, this side needs a window. I'm gonna smoke out of both of them. We got the little gingerbreads in there, the little dumbass bears in there, and they're just fucking chain smoking the entire time we're building the house. So it's not like the inside is gonna, it's not gonna smell great. It'll smell like ginger. It'll smell like cigarettes. What else we got? You gonna build a wreath? Papa's calling. All right. Papa. Hey. Can you hear him?
What are you doing?
We're filming the pod right now.
Oh, do I need to let you go?
No, we're doing the Christmas episode.
Oh,
Do you have what actually that's a good question. What like traditions Christmas wise do you know of? Do you care for any of them?
well, I particularly like the one where you sit beside the fireplace waiting for that fat bastard to come down it with a 12 gauge.
Right. A hard catch, man. He's spry.
Yeah, well,
Little
that's
German
unusual
athlete. He wears
for a
those
fat bastard.
he wears those Adidas boots.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's got. I just talked about how we maybe next year we'll have him on. He's got that court case.
Court case.
I'm sure. Oh, yeah, it's like a forced labor Supreme Court case. He's got something going on.
Oh, I figured somebody just finally pressed charges for breaking and entering or something. I didn't know.
I think that's I think that's actually part of it. Probably they don't,
It's been a long
so
time coming. This bastard's been up to it for years.
you think it's
Years.
catching up to him then?
Yeah, I mean, shit, he should have warrants.
All right,
Right.
well,
I mean, come on.
we're on. Okay, I guess we're on different sides of this coin. I didn't think you kind of perpetuated this whole thing throughout my childhood, where it really wasn't a big deal.
Listen, that was more your mom than me, you know. Quite honestly, putting out food for a guy that you never see is just a little freaking off, you know. You can't be all there.
I understand. Yeah,
somebody.
yeah.
You don't know.
You're feeding the strays.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
It's like grandma and her cats, you know. Why?
sure.
You know, she likes watching the cats eat. You don't get to see that fat bastard down a fucking cookie.
Yeah.
It's not like you get to watch him.
I suppose you're not wrong. I don't know. You do you like eggnog?
I do.
Ah, you fucking dumb piece of shit.
Oh, I particularly like it when it's got a little rum in it, you know?
Yeah, okay. Listen, I just talked shit about this.
Oh, what was that?
I don't really care for rum. I hate eggnog. So it's
well, this shit's going against you all the way then, huh?
it definitely is. What okay. So decorating, how do you feel about decorating?
Yeah, I like the way I decorated this year. I think I did I knocked it out of the park.
You like the way you decorated?
Yeah, well, I knocked it all out. It's out in the park. I didn't put it on my house. No, fuck that.
All right, he just threw it at the homeless.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
all
there
you
you
did.
go. Merry fucking Christmas, asshole.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let me call you. We're gonna finish filming here. Let me call you tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Okay.
All right. Love you.
Love you too.
All right. Love you. Bye.
All right. Love you. Bye. Papa Goose. Everyone. I don't know where I get it. I don't know where I get the eggnog shit. It's not. Listen. It's dog shit, and if you disagree, you're wrong. Honestly, you're all the way wrong. Decorations, cool. You know, music. I'm all in on the music. If you do not like Christmas, if you're one of these Halloween freaks to the point, and this is far left, far right kind of shit, where it's like, you know, the Republicans can't agree with the Democrats. You know, it's that whole kind of thing. If you're obsessed with the night before Christmas or the nightmare before Christmas and all that shit, I think you're stupid. I think you're dumb. I think you have less of a personality. Because somebody who writes movie scores is controlling your life with music, whereas you have so many covers to choose from with Christmas music. And if you choose Mariah Carey, also, I'll paint that curtain with the back of my head. But you got Wham, I mean, we covered it all. Okay, and you have plenty to choose from. You got so much to choose from that Halloween just does not cover. I'd love to end up in a political debate with one of these Halloween people. You're wrong. You're just fucking wrong. And there's so much evidence. I'm sorry, I got emotional. Maybe next year. Next year. And we'll see. We'll see what you cowards come up with. And listen, I hope your parents are proud. You know? Because they shouldn't be. Anyway, guys, this has been the Christmas special. Hopefully next year it's longer. We can get this fucking guest in here. But as of now, there's just like legal reasons, There's problems. It's gonna happen. So go ahead and do your thing. Follow the socials. Follow me over there, and make sure that your friends and family are following the pod. Give it a go. Give it a subscribe. We're doing our best over here, trying to make the kids happy. I bought you 2 toothbrushes this year because I knew that's all you were going to need. I set you up for the future. Okay. All right. Okay. Miss me.